Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Battalion Wars! My name's Gordon the Sheep. Last time we completed the bonus mission in the Tundran campaign and therefore finished everything there is to do in the Tundran campaign. In this one, we're going to do the very first mission in the Dune Sea campaign, Beachhead. Our focus of operations now shifts to the Dune Sea. The Xylvanian air fleet is moving en masse to control the Narrowside fields inland, and our outpost at Fort Omaha will bear the brunt of the invasion spearhead, reinforce them, and repel the invaders.
Mission accomplished, Kaiser Vlad. We have swift destruction upon both our enemies.
Excellent news, Countess Ingrid. Proceed to the Narrowside fields of the Dune Sea as planned.
As you wish, Herr Kaiser.
For too long, Xylvania has been the playground of frontier warmongers and tundran despots. At last we will resume our rightful place in history as masters of these inferior nations.
Und wenn you are Emperor, Herr Kaiser?
Yes, Übel, I will make you Governator. Now go, rally the troops. We strike again before dawn.
And there we go. We take a quick look at the three Xylvanian commanders. You got Kaiser Vlad, who's pretty much the villain, the main leader villain. And then you have Ubal, his idiotic cousin. And then Countess Ingrid, his idiotic cousin's best friend's uncle, sister's auntie.
This is the world's #1 repository.
And we get Herman to start off the Dune Sea campaign. Now, I have mixed feelings about this mission.
The Xylvanians have been attacking up and
Although,
down the
pretty
road
much
and
from
the
this
gate
point
was
onward,
told by
I will talk about my
big
feelings in a moment. It sounds like I'm in a
Repel
therapy.
them
I will
so
talk about
far,
my feelings
it's
in a
only
minute.
matter of time before
But,
we succeed in capturing one
pretty
of
much
our
from this
bases.
point onwards, Xylvania is going to be our
Suggest that Fort
primary
Omaha here is on
foe,
the hit
our
list,
enemies,
so I expect
and
you to
Tundra is
defend
now
it
our
at all
allies.
costs.
And this is going to be one of the few missions. I'm actually not sure how many more missions involve you actually
Heads up,
defending like
Commander.
this one.
Fort Omaha's
Although
already
to
under
start this
attack.
off, we get heavy recon. The trick is not to go too quickly. You want to go quickly, but not too quickly. It was the heavy recon that I was thinking of that can shoot, and the recons in the second game. Because, fun fact, the second game doesn't actually have heavy recons. It just has sort of recons, which are a mix between the both. And a semi-bazooka that controls the light tank, as well as your heavy recons. Heavy recon's actually not too bad when it comes to taking on these things. Anyway, gather all of your troops inside, and then you're going to want to position them. Now, you're going to want to position them very accordingly. You're going to take your first artillery and put him there. Then you're going to want to take your second artillery and put him there. I'm going to take control of an assault vet and put my heavy recon here. Now when you place them in positions like I showed you earlier, and then you pretty much want everything else guarding the fort. When you put them in positions, they automatically go into defense mode. And what the hell? What? Why are my troops out? For fuck's sake, I'm gonna have to bring them all in, aren't I? Come on, let's go start shooting them all. Because my troops are stupid and decided, ooh, let's stand out in the open. Like a bunch of idiots that we are. You don't want to... Usually, I would recommend being... Jesus, artillery, it's us. I would usually recommend remaining as a vehicle in this one, but your heavy recon will play a useful part in its current position. And essentially, acid gas are the Xylvanians playing that. For some reason they keep some of the names, and yet other reasons they don't. And why are all my troops... Okay, I'm gonna have to put them not on the flag, because they just seem content to stand out here and get killed. You don't want to put them just in front of the flag.
You have 2 artillery units, Commander. I
And
advise you to position
accordingly,
them
like that.
What the heck
So
do
they
you
all
want?
come inside.
This is my command.
Slowly but
Of
surely.
course, General. Just remember, There are fortifications around
Oh,
the base.
yes. Thank you, Austin.
Select
You
one
actually
of
said
your
something
men by
useful.
tilting
On
up
the
and
outside,
down
there are
on a
MG
C-stick,
bunkers.
then send him
However,
into a bunker by pressing the Y
this
button.
actually segues back to what I said about mixed feelings. I had mixed feelings about this because the first time I played this game, I did the Titans of Tundra with 1 grunt. I did striking distance with 0 seconds left. I could not beat this mission. I did not end up beating this mission till like a couple of years later, just because it was that difficult and I could not get past it. Now, one of the main mistakes I make, and I think other people make, is that they either get in the MG bunkers or assign grunts to the MG bunkers. This is bad if you assign grunts because they'll tend to, as I said, your troops are becoming more and more incompetent as time progresses. So putting them in there, they're not going to be the most efficient. And you getting in yourself, well, yeah, that is a good idea. The problem is, as soon as all the troops go past you, then you're feeling a bit useless and you got to jump out and follow them. So it's best to just, I found, to stay inside the fort defending. I've done this like 2 or 3 times now, and I haven't died as of yet. This is pretty much the most probable way of not losing. And my artillery seemed good at shooting walls. I don't know why. You see, so if another thing is that I used to do that made me lose is run out to meet them, which is pretty much bad because their objective is not to kill you but to capture the flag. And if you run out to meet them, all they have to do is land. That's another thing. Sometimes they'll land the transport copters like right next to the fort. And if you're out of the way at the other end of the beach, then that's pretty much, you've lost. Unless you're very fortunate, but even if you do get back and save it, you're not going to get a good score. And I'm going for 100%, and I want to get all the bonus missions, so I kind of need to get a good score. And that, look at Rambo there, going out to meet them. So yeah, that's why I have mixed feelings about this mission, because it's a good mission. It's actually one of the few we're actually standing and defending, which makes it unique, and I kind of like it like that. But I also have sort of disdain towards, oh guys, kill things, please. I don't know why, but I kept locking onto the wrong fucking grunt. Yeah, you guys, raise the flag again. If you assign them to the flag, they'll re-raise it to top, giving you more time. Which is something I can... Light tank! Light tank. I don't know why I'm singing the word light tank, but I am. Make sure you don't get run over by the light tank. I know that sounds pretty obvious, but it's kinda easy to do that, especially if you're not paying attention. Which, while commentating... Why is my recon over here? It should be over here.
Kaiser Vlad will surely demote him back to the rank of grunt for this.
The reason you want your recon over there, I don't know if it's already happened yet. I've been kinda busy killing things. But it's because Battalion of Acid Gas, which I already said at the Xylvanian Flame Vets will come up there, and your heavy recon's perfect for taking it out. You can put troops there, but Acid Gas and Flame Vets are good at taking out troops. So you want it there pretty much to weaken it, so by the time you get in, you can just finish them off. And steal all the glory! So there we go. That's kind of interesting. I didn't really talk about the mission much apart from, oh fuck, I want my light tank to live. But I'll put my there, and you are going to want to definitely, guys, get the, what the fuck are you doing? You are going to be the one. You are going to be the one who wants to jump inside of the anti-air. If you leave it to its own devices, it's less... Will you stop running into the fucking vehicle, you moron? Jesus! It's less likely to be effective if you're... It's not going to be as effective if you're not the one who's controlling it, is what I'm trying to say. Make sure you keep situating your troops inside.
Are you ready, little man? Ubel has a big
because, as you can see, there are some
surprise for you.
infantry who will stay outside if you don't prepare. Another reason you want to take control of your anti-air is because, like now, there's a transport copter trying to land inside, and if you shoot it down, you'll get full max of power, and you won't have to deal with it later. I'm trying to keep pausing it and keep an eye out for this bomber. No, these are all transport copters. And pretty much, if you do what I'm doing, you should be able to leave your troops to their own devices. As long as you're keeping an eye out for tanks. There they are, they're the acid gases. Tanks, that'll take down your anti-air, and the bombers and transport copters. Once you take control of the anti-air, your only priority is to ensure that no air vehicles get within your range. Yeah, that's why I've been saying every single mission is hard, is because I'm sort of basing it off the first time I played, and I can't see what that is. It's probably a bomb. And the first time I played, I was pretty bad. And the difficulty curve gets gradually greater, and because I thought this was the hardest mission the first time I played, that's why I was saying the others were hard, even though I did them pretty okay. But then again, it is first campaign. You kind of expect that. Don't worry, there's 2 bombers. No, worry, there's 2 bombers. Be prepared, 2 bombers.
To assist you in your hour of need.
Oh, 3 bombers. See, this is what happens when I don't practice. I've practiced this mission, but not recently. And another. How many more bombers? I thought there were only 2. And it turns out I'm shooting my own freaking radar. Genius idea. Well done, Grunt. Well done, vehicle drivers. And there you go. Once you've destroyed the bombers, that's everything you can do in Fort Omaha. Once, as I've shown you and said, if you know how to do this mission, it's pretty easy. Luck really isn't a factor as long as you know where to put your infantry and when to take control of the anti-air. Is that a pun? I feel like that's a pun. Although it's a very stupid pun, made by a very stupid person. Anyway, let's see how I did. Hope I got an S rank, because I don't want to do this mission again. Oh, I got a perfect S rank! In the mission I once thought was the hardest in the game, I got a perfect S rank. That is brilliant. Fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode on a high note. Thank you for watching. I've been Gordon the Sheep. Like and subscribe, and join me for the next one when we do Invasion Force. See you guys then.